Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. At CloudFoundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Now I want to show this today how we will be giving an award to a supplier. We will create one sourcing project quickly and we will focus on the awarding activity. Let's create a sourcing project. I'm creating an RFP. RFP event type as RFP no test project. Let's select one of the templates. I'm just selecting RFP for default. Let's see what will happen. Since it is a quick project, we will directly go into the events page. You can see here, during last time we have discussed minimum supplier status for the event. Participation is invited. Minimum supplier award eligibility will be registered. Only registered supplier can be given an award. The timing rules enable preview period before bidding opens not required. As soon as I publish, I want this to be published. How log bidding will be parallel. Even if I create 5 items, the file items will open once and file item will open close also. Parallel bidding. When I click on publish, and I will be allowing 30 minutes of time. Take a review period after log closes, not required. A follow bidding over time not required. Since it is an RFP, we don't need this much. Project owner. If you want to add additional group, I will be adding one of the member as a surrogate bidder. I will be selecting the role as surrogate bidder. Then I will add myself surrogate bidder. And I'll be allowing myself as a surrogate bidder that I can act as a one of the supplier and give my pricing. Click on next. Wait for participants. Hello Dariba. Dariba @gmail.com. Invite another participant. He is a registered, I can able to give business to him. Invite another participant. I'm just selecting KSC details. We can see he has been invited but he is not registered. But I can add him into the group. Click on next. I don't want these 2 line items. Add line item. I'm going to find out laptop. We can provide additional information. Collecting laptops. Whether the supplier will be bidding per unit. For example, 10 quantities. I'm bidding. He wants to give per each quantity. He can select as a per unit. If you are selecting all quantity, then he will be entering the total price. We want to do in price per bidding per unit. 5,000 was last time I have purchased and I don't want this time more than $4,900. I want to achieve savings. See, they have selected wrong template for an RFP. We should not be having these options. This is an RFP template, but somebody created as a name as an RFP using this. Click Next. They have selected envelope bidding also. Bidding rules. That was hidden. We are not able to select the envelope bidding. If you see the summary, it is asking me. Envelope 1 was not defined in the event. Someone has created a template, but that is not working as required. We close this one. Dashboard. We'll create the same thing with the different template. Please be careful when you're creating and make the name as per the same. If it is an action template, mention that as an action. Let's go to select something free request. We can create. This rows make sense. The start date response. Start date. 31st, I'll be selecting a o'clock. We can reduce later. Surrogate. With that, I'm adding myself also. So, drag and drop. Thousand for 900 is highest. You can see, suppose you're creating an event with multiple supplier and multiple line items. One of the line items which you do not want to exclude one of the supplier, you can do this one, any one of the supplier. If you do not want to, then select this one and you can remove that one. If you purchased one supplier earlier and you want to make him as an incumbent supplier, you can make that as an incumbent supplier. This will give in scenarios like you have selected the suppliers, 10 suppliers, but you know that some of the line items may not be provided by the supplier. Then you can exclude them for particular line item. At line item, you are deciding which supplier you want to keep it. I'm clicking done. Click next. I publish this. Now event is open. Monitor this event. You can see initial history and other. If you are creating an event with the award, you will also see bid console. But if it is an RFP, you won't see that information. Now I will be acting as one of the supplier and providing the prices. Since I have the surrogate bid option, I can act as a supplier and provide my bidding. Review prerequisites. Now we are acting as a retail case. If that comes, click on. Still, I will not be able to provide price because I mentioned 9 o'clock. Then what I need to do? I need to go back and reduce my event start time or action, reduce timing. I'm not seeing the start directly. Reduce the timing. Reduce by 29 minutes. In another 52 seconds, I will be able to participate. You can see one of the supplier intend to participate. As soon as he approves, intend to participate. Now I am acting as one more supplier. By this time will go and accept the prerequisites. I should be able to submit my quotation. This guy yield. Now 29 minutes is available. He can provide his price. He will be able to supply the price at 4600. Submit it and then response. He is giving here. When we select line item, I was able to enter here. Otherwise, I will be able to enter if I am selecting at a total price. I will be entering the total extended price. Then it will divide by unit of submit interface. Acting as a supplier, I'm stopping. Now I'll also participate as one of the other supplier. Now you can see content page. One vendor is already added. It will show lead bid as well as a new bid. Something is submitted now. Lead bid. This is also a new bid. Now I will act as another supplier. This guy has already participated. As I'm acting as. This person will be able to supply it. For example, submit and then response. Since we already accepted the prerequisites, it is not asking us. Until this time available, he can able to revise. Maybe later he want to submit a revised response. Maybe he thinks that for 750 he can able to submit. But you will also notice last time when we are running an auction handle, we will be able to see the last price. What is the price? Whether the bid information is done. But in RFP, you won't see that many details. Since it is not a competitive bidding, he will not be knowing whether he is in a leading or not. Let's close this one. Let's open the FFP. Now you see two suppliers have been showing. Since a face mark is showing, that is because we acted as a supplier, as a surrogate bidder. That's why it is showing. Otherwise, you will not see the symbol. Now here the symbol has been reduced. This is the lead bid symbol, where a hammer button with this one and a green button will show as a new bid. Now, based on this, you can compare your responses. You can compare by extended prices. What will be your price when you are giving this business to this day? For this supplier 46,000. You can see the participation status, just whether the participation or not. Then you can follow with the remaining supplier who has not participated. Responses we have seen. Line item price. If you want to see, you can see. Or if you want to display the quantities they have accepted. Prerequisite responses, if anything. This one you can filter. Now I will see the responses. I will see item details. Now I am with this one. I want to close this event. What I will be doing action. Stop the event. Or reduce the timing and it will auto close, or you can directly do a stop event. Both the ways sense only. Even if you are doing a reduced timing, automatically emails will go to that particular vendor. We are getting the responses for like invitation. Now I want to reduce the timing. Reduce the timing by 25 minutes. And reducing by 20 minutes. I will be keeping 5 minutes. 5 minutes remaining and you will be notified also with that. You can see it will be notified to the supplier. Now I am stopping that. As soon as I stop it, it goes to pending selection. Now let's go to the Scenarios tab. Here, the system has already provided with this many information. Best to bid with limited number of supplier, incumbent supplier. When I select the incumbent supplier, when you click on view, it will tell whom I have to give this business in this scenario. Incompetent supplier, I am selecting it. Then award proposal details. The system will give you a reverse seller you have to give. Because I have selected this supplier as an incumbent supplier, click on save. If you want to give directly award, you can do that. This will be best to bid with limited number of supplier. This will be useful when you have a purchasing for a stationery. Maybe it is having 50 or 60 line items. In some of the line items, one vendor is leading. In some of the line items, another vendor is leading. You are unable to decide how you want to go ahead. Then you can use this option. Best to bid with limited number of supplier. At this stage, how many supplier you want to get it? Suppose you want to give it to only one supplier. You will take the total cost, whoever the reduced price you want to give. But in some scenarios where another item with lesser price available, you want to take the benefit out of it. Then you select minimum 2 suppliers I want to give. Out of 10 suppliers, I want to give business to 2 suppliers. The system will calculate wherever the lower price is for that particular supplier. It will map and it will recommend you can go ahead with limited number of suppliers in this scenario. These are all system created scenarios. It will help you in selecting your item responses. Now, apart from that, you also want to decide on your one, irrespective of this thing. I want to create my own system. Then you can click on Create Manual Scenario. I will say business policy or something whatever why you are creating this scenario manually. What you want to do it after this case. I want to create a purchase order where you want to create quantity based. And then purchase order. I want to create. This is where it is decides what is the next step after doing this one. When you are sending to national system, you are going to decide it. Here laptop, I want to give business to both the people. Then how can I give? You can click on Advanced Award. Give the percentage. Maybe I want to give 75% of business to Ariba seller who is a leader. But I also need to give some business to this vendor because we have been dealing with him and we want to retain this. Maybe your company is having sister companies where you need to give share of your business to their sister company. The prices is high. You can decide it's all. Whatever you are doing is basically on your manual scenario irrespective. The decision to give business is purely by the buyer. The system will recommend only alternative. Finally, the decision is the buyer's decision. You can choose even the price. With lawyer, you can give lawyer. Here also you can give whatever based on his parameters. Maybe constraint parameter. Whatever he knows into the business, he can decide. Now if I am selecting Ariba buyer 72P and this one is 25, click on save. The system will populate how I have to do this business. 25% to here and 75% here. You can see the total business will be giving. Click on save, click on save. Manually averted. Click on view. Under summary, you can see this Ariba seller will be given a business of 34,500. Case rate will be given in the business 118050. This kind of scenario, I'm again changing this one. I just shown you for sample purpose. Now I want to give business to best bid. I want to give a awarding on a best bid basis. Whatever you do, you can view best bid. Click on save. You can view award proposals. In this case, system is recommended to give Ariba seller 100% allocation. Click on submit for award. Here, the email will be sent to awarded participant and non-awarded participant, both the people. For the awarded participant, it will tell you have got the 100% of business. For send non-awarded business will receive, you have been awarded with 0 quantity. If you want to customize this email which is going out to the supplier, you can do that by selecting that. Ariba will prompt you. What is the email template which is going to send? For non-awarded, this is what it is going to send. Click on Customize. The system will tell it will capture the award item number, line item number from the event title has been awarded to other business. Because you have not been awarded, this is a non-awarded template. For your trial purpose, whatever you want to make changes, you can make the changes. If you want to bring email tokens, nothing but fields from your relevant event to capture additional event, you can do that. In this case, I am just giving my symbol. You can format this one. Whatever the way you wish to do, you can do that. Big ink blue color font. I will be reducing the font size. Let's go to it. Just for testing purpose, I am clicking save. Maybe I will not be able to see as a non-awarded email, but I can show you as an award email. I am customizing the same thing. Same thing has been awarded. Maybe I want to add one more word, congratulations. Then I will be adding this subject, something like that. I am increasing the font too. I am changing something like this. If you want to add additional tokens, you can do that in the test message email. Something you want to select. Event title. Maybe I will select event title. Then this is coming as here. I will change this one too. Just to show you, event title will get updated. Click on save. You can format these mails. Or if you don't want to send mails to non-awarded, you can remove this portion. Once you have done this one, customize award emails and click on done. At this stage, Ariba will shoot a message to the other participants. Let's go to the Ariba SAP screen and see how now you can see from pending selection to it is incompleted selection. The event is completed. Once it is open means first will be preview period. That will the time it will allow you to go through those, but you will not be able to participate. Once the event is open, you can able to respond to the event. Once the event is done, you will be reducing time or stop event, and when the time is over, then it will go to pending selection. After the pending selection, if you give the business, then it will go to completed stage. If this awarding activity has been completed, let's go to the Ariba mail. Just to show you one sample has been awarded. You see the congratulation has been added to the test message. You can change whatever the way you want to do that. You can also see this has been shown as a format which we did. And it will also tell me the event name. The token will get updated with the event message, event title. Then we'll move to the same screen from award scenario. You can also create new contract using this RFP. Whatever the prices we got, you can click on a new contract or you can also add to an existing contract. Suppose you have a contract with this vendor, you want to add this item into existing contract. You can select. Once you're clicking on add to existing contract, system will ask you to select which contract you want to do that. Ariba seller. This is the seller add to existing contract system. Will verify if there are any contracts are available with this vendor. Ariba seller, there is no contract. If the contracts are available, you can select particular contract and add that item. Click on that. But I want to create a new. I'm not going to create an existing. I want to create a new contract by clicking on create new contract. Then system will open me. Which seller? Obviously awarded seller. Then contract workspace creation screen will show. From here, we can able to create your new contract. That will be our next module, contract workspace. This is how you create a contract workspace from your RFP this step. Suppose you are ending. You are using only sourcing. You are not going to use contracting module. The next step, how you can do that. You can click on local desktop and send this as a RFP details in your local desktop and add that to your purchase order being created from this particular RFP in your system. Even you can also export. The information will be exported to Excel, which will be containing all the details about this particular event. Then that can be attached to as a reference to your bidding activity or event sourcing activity. And that's it. With this, you will be next will talk about I have explained about the Japanese and action bidding, and then we'll go to the contract management. Any doubts in today's session? How to give award? How to select scenarios? And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.